Oops, I didn't see you guys there. What's up YouTube, KilsonX here, and today I'm going to be talking about my initial impressions of Hogwarts Legacy, the latest Wizarding World of Harry Potter video game. I pre-ordered the deluxe physical edition for PS5, which came with a ton of bonus content and a 72-hour pre-release early access window so I could try the game before it officially launches. So there's the game itself, Hogwarts Legacy PS5 Deluxe Edition. And if we crack that open, we got the game disc, but we also have these pamphlets here. Well, they're not really pamphlets, they're just like sheets of paper. But what they are is all of the DLC content and all of the download codes for those pieces of DLC. On the back, they've got all the codes, so you just key that into the PlayStation Store, and then away you go. Those content pieces will be in-game for you. And additionally, this is very cool, the physical edition did also come with this little perk. It's a steel plate of Hogwarts Legacy. So you can check it out. Nice and shiny. Steel, and it has little divots in the corners where you could potentially hang it up somewhere. It's like a plaque. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. Nice little collector's piece for the deluxe physical edition only. Well, the collector's edition probably got that, but not the digital. So it also came with this nice little sleeve. So you can see here I've got my Harry Potter book collection. I'm an OG fan from way back in the day. I've read them multiple times over. I've seen all the movies. I've seen the live play. I know a lot of details and lore about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and I'm a very avid video game player, so you're in great hands for this journey. So without further ado, let's dive in. Deathly Hallow Rune Tattoo activate! I started by visiting my Pottermore account in order to link it with my Hogwarts Legacy, Warner Bros, and PlayStation accounts. None of this is necessary, but it does net you some sweet bonus rewards in the form of exclusive cosmetic in-game items. I simply read the QR code on screen with my phone and I was all linked up. I was also successfully able to carry over my Hogwarts house, Patronus charm, and wand to use in Hogwarts Legacy. This is mostly a win as I'm a Gryffindor rocking a sweet new Phoenix Core maple wand, 13¼ inches with a slight spring to it. However, my Patronus is a mole and I'm not happy at all. I created it years ago and forgot about my account, and now I seem to be stuck with it. I would create a new account altogether, but I'm worried about how that will affect my gameplay experience. But I ain't no bitch-ass mole, and I'll be changing it at the first opportunity. I then proceeded to collect said rewards from linking everything up, as well as more cosmetic promo items for participating in a Twitch drop campaign. More on that later. Additionally, of course, I redeemed all of the exclusive deluxe edition items with my physical download code cards that came in the game box. After receiving my letter to Hogwarts, aka going to GameStop and getting my physical copy of the game 3 days early, I installed Hogwarts Legacy onto my PS5, booted up the software, tweaked the settings to my preferences, created my player avatar, and prepared to embark on what promised to be an exciting new quest in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. What you're seeing here is footage from my first day and my original starter file. I played for 9 hours on day 1 and progressed through a handful of main and side quests while also thoroughly exploring accessible parts of the Hogwarts Castle. My character was named Kilson Black. I planned on recording all of my gameplay footage, including my voice and live reactions. Little did I know that my microphone settings were toggled off, and sadly my voice never got picked up during my first day of play. As a result, all of my rich commentary, going into backstory about the world and lore, reading out item descriptions, letters, and other text, all of it was lost, and so I made the tough decision to begin again from the beginning of the game, this time with my mic working properly and a more professional approach. It was important to me to share these clips from my original experience and to save these memories, even though I'm not going to be using this file moving forwards. There is one saving grace, as I've since decided to change my player character's surname from Black to Peveril in order to be more closely related with Harry Potter himself. I'm sure many of you are already aware, but Peveril is a famous and ancient wizarding surname in the Harry Potter universe. Harry is a distant descendant of the Peverils, and that's how he came to acquire his invisibility cloak. After a rather boring start to the game, things escalate quickly as the Thestral-drawn carriage we're riding in is attacked by a dragon, and one of our travel companions is brutally killed. We're left to surmise his fate upon watching the Thestrals come into view, a sight only visible for those who have witnessed death. We escape via a portkey, wind up in a temple under Gringotts Bank, learn some new spells, learn how to fight, and learn that we are a conduit for an ancient and special form of magic. So far so good. The graphics are beautiful, the music is enchanting, the story is decent, and the gameplay mechanics seem solid and engaging. It also firmly places us in the Wizarding World, leaving us no doubts of what we're playing. I want to highlight the combat mechanics. I haven't experienced too much fighting just yet, but it feels really smooth and fun. I love how the Protego Stupefy combo acts like a parry riposte from traditional sword fighting mechanics, and Hogwarts Legacy appears to build on that idea even more as you learn new spells and new ways to exploit your opponents. Playing it on hard mode is a real treat too, getting the most punishment and reward possible out of the combat. After the first combat tutorial, we pass through a strange archway, arrive in a temple where we uncover some of the truths about our magic, and are promptly whisked off to the outskirts of Hogsmeade to begin our education at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Better be Gryffindor!
We were immediately sorted into Gryffindor House by the sorting hat, as per my Pottermore profile. Then the deputy headmistress shows us to the common room, gives us the password so the fat lady will allow us entrance, and leaves us to acclimatize as a brand new 5th year student at Hogwarts, a rare honor afforded to us due to our incredibly magical innate abilities. We wake up on our first day of classes with the promise of magic, mystery, exploration, and adventure. Meeting new friends throughout the Gryffindor common room, we get our bearings and eventually set out early to explore the castle before class. Once again, the deputy headmistress shows up to help us adjust to life as a 5th year, bestowing us with a magic book that allows us to navigate the castle and keep track of and record quests, challenges, recipes, owl post, character abilities, cosmetic upgrades, and so much more. I still haven't seen the full scope of what this book has to offer, and I'm excited to 100% the contents of it eventually. I then proceeded to explore Hogwarts openly, finding tons of incredible details straight from the pages of the Harry Potter books, while also finding fun and engaging puzzles to solve in the form of catching butterflies and uncovering hidden passages and lore scrolls for my collection. At this point, I entered a voice chat with my friend Scooch, and we discussed our initial thoughts. My voice chat settings actually did capture my mic for some reason, so let's have a listen. They were sent to stores early, and so I was able to go and pick it up 3 days early today. I got the physical copy, and it came with this special steel plaque as well, deluxe physical edition. No, I didn't get the collector's edition. Yeah, and when I linked my Pottermore account, which I started years ago and became a Gryffindor years ago, it automatically made me a Gryffindor in the game. It asked me if I wanted to veto it, and I decided to just roll with it. My wand is fucking sick. It's a 13.5-inch fucking maple with a phoenix feather core. I haven't even used my wand yet, I'm just exploring the castle. Kilson Black. I'm recording stuff just in case I want to use it, so I'm going to read descriptions out loud. New field guide page, the Wyvern Fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the Wyvern of Wye, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Sir Cadogan, he's in Harry Potter. The fat lady gets attacked in 3rd year by Sirius Black, and she flees her painting. Yeah, and in her absence, Sir Cadogan has to let the kids into the dormitory, and he's like a loose cannon, and he's hilarious, but he's also difficult to deal with. How much exploration did you do before you set out on this story? I like that you can pet cats in this game. I was just saying before that they learned from Breath of the Wild not being able to pet dogs. Okay, that's slightly different. Oh, nice. It's got red trim. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna work with that. Classical trimmed school robe I just unlocked. Looks nice. I haven't gone to a single class yet. I'm at fucking... I have to go to Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts, but I'm just exploring the castle and getting like different points of interest and things like that. It seems like I'll probably have to do 4 playthroughs, 1 for each house, eventually. I'm happy I'm a Gryffindor, but I want to see like the other common rooms and stuff, you know? I love all the details in the castle, the fucking moving statues, moving pictures, scrolls flying through the air, ghosts flying around, the dragon murals moving, like all kinds of shit. Lutes playing, string quartet playing music, gramophones playing music. So far so good, absolutely. I've only done one combat thing in the tutorial, but that seemed really fun. Obviously you selected hard right off the bat. Okay, good man. I always want to play games as hard as possible from now on, fuck. Crisis Core, they have hard mode right away. I'm so happy about that. I hope the new Final Fantasy and Breath of the Wild both have hard mode. Feels pretty awesome to be playing 72-hour earlier access. But I'm glad they did that. They thought it through for the 72-hour early access for physical copies. They delivered them nice and early so that we could get our copy early. So it's fucking awesome. I've never heard of Avalanche in my life before, but they seem to have done a great job so far. Then there's a Rookwood. He's a Death Eater in Harry Potter, but this is like his ancestor. Yo, going into the Gringotts secret entrance and taking the minecart. That was so fucking sick. That was beautiful. You as well. Peace. You too. Peace. I continued to wander the halls of the castle, completing challenges and solving puzzles, all while becoming exceedingly late for class. I found my way into the herbology greenhouses. I found the music room, complete with a frog choir. I saw Peeves juggling in one of the galleries, and I paid a visit to the 4 house hourglasses that keep track of the house points. I even made my way up a winding tower and found the rope ladder to the divination classroom. I figured out how to solve arithmancy runes, gaining access to even more secret areas and treasures. I made my way through courtyards and all the way up to the top of the astronomy tower. Eventually, it was finally time to head to class, so I attended Charms where I learned Accio and put it to the test in a game of skill, then Defense Against the Dark Arts where I learned Levioso and successfully beat my opponent in a duel. It was around this time that I finally realized my voice wasn't being recorded. I was initially very annoyed and discouraged, but I finally resolved to start again from the beginning with working voice recording. And that brings us to this moment, with glimpses of my initial foray into Hogwarts Legacy chronicled in this episode 0 of my new series. We are poised and ready to begin again properly. We're about to jump right in, select our accessibility options, show off our promo bling, and create the new avatar. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider dropping a like, comment, sub, all that good stuff. Your support means a lot. Cheers, thanks, and here we go.
Menu Reader. Off. Press L2 button to toggle.
Alright, so when we first boot up the game, we get the accessibility options. The menu reader reads right away, but it is in fact off, and we want it off because that would be annoying. Menu reader that reads texts, buttons, and other elements allowed, so no thank you. I think we'll leave the camera shake at default, increase, decrease camera shake intensity. Colorblind mode, again default, color adjustment settings for colorblind accessibility. Toggle aim mode, enable this to change spell aiming from a hold to a toggle. I think we'll leave this as a hold. Spell cast mode, certain spells can use a toggle control scheme. Turn this setting on to enable this or off to disable it. This, however, I do want on. Switch sticks, definitely not. Swap the functionality of the left and right sticks on the DualSense wireless controller while aiming. Reconfigure the DualSense wireless controller layout to a left-handed controller scheme. We can skip that, we're not left-handed. Camera dead zone, we'll leave this alone for now. Increase, decrease the dead zone for the camera stick on the DualSense wireless controller. With sensitivity, I do like a little bit more sensitivity. Let's turn that up a tad. Put it at 1.1. There we go. Increase, decrease user interface cursor sensitivity when using the DualSense wireless controller. All the audio visualizer stuff, I don't think we want any of that. Activate or deactivate the audio visualizer, which uses on-screen icons to indicate audio events. Okay, so it's for people with hearing issues. Yeah, we don't need to worry about this stuff. These are the icons used by the audio visualizer. Controls the transparency of the audio visualizer icons. Controls the size of the audio visualizer icons. Minimap pathing activates or deactivates the guided path on the minimap. I want less hand-holding, so we're going to turn this off. We can figure things out on our own this way. Minimap transparency. Part of me wants to just go all pro with the HUD display and get rid of everything, but since it's our first playthrough, we're not going to do that. But I will reduce the transparency, so hopefully that'll make it a little less obtrusive on screen. Text size, can we do small? Normal or large? Okay, we'll keep it normal. High contrast, adjust the contrast of the text in game, adjust the contrast of the game. We don't need to worry about either of those. Nice, so those are our accessibility options, and I think we're ready to continue here. Fidelity, a high fidelity rendering mode favoring resolution and graphical quality. Performance, a high frame rate mode favoring performance. I definitely am interested in choosing performance here. Fidelity is nice, graphics are nice, but I just want the game to run smoothly. We might change that up in certain situations later on. Should I read the whole end user license agreement? No, we can skip it. By selecting accept, I agree to the WB Games end user license agreement in terms of service, and I acknowledge the privacy policy. Privacy policy, terms of service, accept. Nice, and I linked my account before. Congratulations, well done. You've linked your Harry Potter fan club account to your Warner Brothers Games account and connected them to the Hogwarts Legacy. House Gryffindor. Wand, Phoenix Feather, Maple, 13 1/4 inch, slightly springy. Amazing, I'm so happy that stuff carried over from my Potter account that I made years ago. The wand thing is new. I did a wand test just a couple of days ago before this game came out. So that's my new wand that I just unlocked, but my Gryffindor house has been established for a long time. Your game experience will be customized, and the Beaked Skull Mask and House Fanatic School Robe will become available as gear appearance options. And those are the cosmetic bonuses for linking my account, so we're getting all the bonuses, all the rewards. Very happy about that. Speaking of bonuses and rewards, here are some of the exclusive deluxe items that you get by buying the deluxe set. I'll read these descriptions in more detail in the game. Right now I'll just show off each one. So we got the Onyx Hippogriff mount. We got the Felix Felicis potion recipe. We got the Haunted Hogsmeade shop quest. That's pretty awesome, an extra quest. And the Dark Arts pack, which has a whole bunch of features which we'll go over in further detail later on for sure. And then additionally, okay, yeah, here's some of my bonus items. So we got the Beaked Skull Mask, that was for linking my account. House Fanatic School Robe, also for linking the account. And then these are some fun items that I got for a different promotion. This was a Twitch drop promotion that runs until February 25th, I believe. So if you're just getting the game and you want to get these promotional things, you have a couple of weeks to do so. Basically what you have to do is go to Twitch and you have to watch a registered streamer who's streaming Hogwarts Legacy. And by watching a certain amount of hours of the streamer, you'll start to get these cosmetic rewards. If you watch 2 hours, you'll unlock all 4 cosmetic rewards, which are the Silver Dragon-Eyed Spectacles, the Urchin Hat, the Carmine Lightning Bolt Scarf, reminiscent of a certain character that we might know, and the Lilac Ensemble. So again, if you watch 2 hours of a registered Twitch streamer, you'll get the drops for all 4 of these items. Each half an hour you get one of the items. Additionally, there is a 5th Twitch drop item, but it comes from watching the official Avalanche stream, and I haven't been able to find one of their live streams yet, but I have until February 25th, so I will be getting that 5th Twitch drop. It's Merlin's robe. It's very, very classy, so we definitely need to add that to the collection, and I'll update you guys here once I get it. Sadly, there is a cosmetic item that I'll never be able to acquire because it only came with the collector's edition, and that was just a lot of money, and very few people were able to actually get their hands on one, so unfortunately the Kelpie robe which came with that, I will not be able to acquire. But we just have to accept that and move on. This game's still going to be a ton of fun, even if I can't get every last little thing. I'm still going to have an awesome time. Who knows, maybe they'll make it available in the shop for this game eventually. Maybe it's just a timed exclusive. So we can always hold out hope for that as well. Adjust the slider until the image is barely visible. So let's scroll that down. I like a dark and moody atmosphere, especially for a dungeon crawling game. Let's go with that. That's probably pretty dark for YouTube, but for my TV settings, that's pretty perfect. Actually, I might even make it a hair darker. There we go. Nice, our acceptance letter. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on 1st of September. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside of school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eleazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, M. Weasley, Professor Weasley, Deputy Headmistress. Oh, nice. So the deputy headmistress is obviously an ancestor to the Weasley family that we know and love from Harry Potter. Nice, and we get to make our character, and because we've done this before, it's going to be pretty fast this time. So let's just try and make him exactly the same if we can. So I had that guy. Yeah, that face. Skin color was a little bit darker. Something like that. Glasses, we had the half moon glasses. It's a very simple hairstyle. I like to go with simplicity in the beginning, and then my character evolves as time goes on and gets wackier and has different hair. But we are going to give him some funky hair color. I had purple, so let's go with purple again. There we go. Complexion, I think it was this one here. Freckles and moles, we had a clean face. Well, clean except for the scars that we're about to add right there. Eye color was like a diamond blue. There we go, diamond blue. And I did my best to match the eyelash color with the eyes, something like that. I think that's the right color. And then we had these eyebrows here. Nice. This is the boy's voice, this is the girl's voice, so we're going with the boy's voice. I tried to tune it up a bit, pitch it up a bit, but it sounds unnaturally processed.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
You can hear like an electronic filter processing on the pitch adjustment, so I'm gonna go with normal just so there's no processing.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
And as far as gameplay difficulty, we have 4 options. We can choose story, a focus on story with minimal gameplay challenge, easy, a light gameplay challenge, normal, a balanced gameplay challenge, and hard, a demanding gameplay challenge. Obviously we're going with hard. For me, playing video games should be a challenge. I want to be challenged. Oh, this is a tough one. I put a lot of thought into my name. During my first opening play, I chose Kilson Black as my name. Kilson's obviously my player avatar in most games, and then Black I chose as the surname to be related to a Harry Potter wizarding family. But I think I'm going to go with Peveril because it's a little bit more ambiguous. It could be related to a lot of different families. It's an ancient wizarding family name, and Peveril is a ancestor to Harry Potter himself, so there could be a loose connection between me and Harry. So I kind of like that. Looking very good. Obviously we were a wizard. This choice will determine your player's character's dormitory. Yeah, I remember I couldn't get into the girls' dormitory as a wizard, so that's kind of cool. And I think we're ready to start the journey. I like this banner, this Hogwarts scarf banner. Got the 4 house logos, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff. Oh man, here we go. The journey begins.
Oh, one last bonus. While I was working to finish up editing this video, I was able to tune into an official Avalanche live stream on Twitch and earn the final drop reward. Merlin's cloak, so sick. You have until February 25th to link your account and check out Hogwarts Legacy streams for rewards, so don't miss out. If you need further instructions, just ask me in the comments.
There it is, fuck yeah.